There we go. Right. Okay, so Jello, good evening and welcome back. Hopefully everything's working alright for yourselves. And we're just getting things all started and kicked off. So yes, we are going to do a little twist up here, because obviously we can see what the packets are. We also have a I believe another Eddie Stobart package, because I've had a delivery today and it was a box, and I think I know what that one is. I think that's the Titanic. We've also had in the past 2 more packets. By just feeling the packets, I think I know which one I've got. I think it's the Eddie Stobart, and I think the other one's the Disney Dollhouse. But let's just quickly sort this out, get things kicking off. Yeah, I think I'm all live now. So let's go ahead and say Jello all for the chat, and then we'll go ahead and stick out our links. And there's our link. So while you're waiting and for the video to get going, and a quick catch up of what we've done in the last stream, we have our what's the first one there? We have our Discord, so come join us on our Discord, where you can obviously see pictures, have a chat with myself and others about the builds, about the games and things like that. We also have our Facebook, so come join us on Facebook. I still haven't had a chance to get onto it today, I've been so busy. We also have the link to Fiverr, and that's where you can go ahead and purchase some merchandise. All that goes back into the company. We have an Instagram, so come join us on Instagram. And as behind all the photos are links to our videos. If you're watching us back on YouTube, so pop over to Twitch and take part in our 200 competition. And as soon as we hit 200 people, we'll spin a wheel and find that lucky winner. And they can have some goodies. We also have our Twitter page, so head over to Twitter, find us on Twitter. Every time we go live, hit that retweet and you'll get a shout out on here always. We also have our family friendly YouTube channel, which is obviously the main channel, where we do Minecraft games, Lego games. We do have a few new games of Lego, and there is a new one coming out soon. We also do some other family friendly games on there very soon as well. We also have our YouTube adult account, where this is on there, the Titanic's on there, Disney Dollhouse to help web it out. We've also got some Lego builds on there, and we've still got a few more to do. We've even got the Ecto one, Ghostbusters one to carry on with, and we have some packets which was kindly given to me by my contact at Legoland, so thank you very much, contact. They've obviously been in contact with me just to make sure I was okay, because obviously I've had some time off and they're happy with the time. And they've also said keep an eye out because there's more on the way. What's next? Right, let's have a quick look here in the chat. So yeah, don't forget to say hi Spoon in the chat and you'll definitely get a shout out on that. So up first we have the Wabbit. Thanks Wabbit. We have Fire. Thank you very much Fire. It's been a while since we've seen you. Wabbit Fire, Wabbit Fire, Wabbit Fire, yeah. I know Roy and Claire will be around because they normally are around, just lurking around. I've got to scroll back up, hang on. Oh, there's more. There's the links. Yeah, I was right. Hi there Claire, how you doing? Hi there Roy, how you doing? Obviously Fire was next, so goes Claire, Roy, Fire. Yes, long time no chats. And then Wabbit. I was here last night and I will be here again tomorrow. And I'm going to try and do some catch up during the day as well, because we've got loads of backlog here and a lot of help for Wabbit. But let's go ahead and head over to our Twitter and find out who the lucky retweeters are. So let's grab it up. Alright, so let's see where's Twitter gone. There's Twitter. Thank you very much. Right, come on, where is it? Oh, it's put me into wrong account again. Come on. Let's see. Alright, we'll go the long way round. So it gives everyone the last chance to log in and hit that retweet. So let's click on that one there. Yes, thank you. Alright. Okay, wrong one. Let's try. It's not going to show me. Ah, there we go. So, in first we have Roy, in second we have Wabbit, and in third we have Claire. Thank you very much, you three, for being the top 3 retweeters. We also have Patsy. Thank you very much for the retweets. If you do retweet afterwards, thank you very much, but sadly you've just missed out. And we have people chatting in the chat, and yet the view count isn't working. Yet again, I thought they fixed it. Right, so let's head on over and see what's going on. I will try and catch up with the chat and give it a good old read and go from there. But now we'll do a quick catch up, open this packet, and then move on. So normally we do 4, but tonight we're going to do 5, because looking at the packets I will explain why. So in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So hello again. No one has actually came up with the spot the difference yet, so we've got to wait until the weekend and we can have spot the difference there. So yeah, you'll see the chat. I can see it there. It'll be for use. Chat's there, but the chat is over there for me. So in the last stream we've done the gearbox and the prop shaft, bell housing and the exhaust bit. I've just rested it there because it keeps it all together. But I'm sure it does go there. It all lines up nicely. So we'll spin that around so you can see that side. Yes, I'm pretty sure that is how it goes, because that's how I remember a lot of the bits. But we'll do an open, make sure I've got the right one. So we'll slide this packet in. Let's get that out of the way. And we'll get our trusty knife from the Eddie Stobart kit from our first lot of gifts. Oh, I didn't get the screws out. Oh no, silly spoon. Right, we'll quickly get the screws out. I'll just try and get them all out and go from there. Right, there they are, but there's one packet that's got to go back in because it's not screws. It's door hinges and bits, which we'll keep hold of just in case something goes wrong later on down the line when we fit the doors. Right, now let's go ahead and zip it up. Move it to one side. Right, remember, get a grown up to use one of these or a pair of scissors. And what we do, we'll just run our candle in a little bit, give yourself a little bit of an air pocket. And as you can see, it's still sealed up. I've just got rid of the address because it goes to a friend's address. Because I live in the middle of nowhere and things like that. So obviously, get grown up to use the blade. And remember, away from your thumb towards your chum. So we'll go try and make an incision. Not too deep, and we'll just go straight on down, and we'll keep going all the way to the end. And then what we'll do, make sure the blade's away and somewhere safe so no one hurts himself. We open up, and yes, I am right, you can see there Eddie Stobart. So we'll grab this out, make sure we've got everything, because when I've done the big opening a little while ago, a long time ago really, it was just for the family holiday, we was missing an item from the Titanic. Contacted them and they said, do you have any proof that you never had it? So I've done it on a live stream. He goes, that's a good enough proof for me, and go from there. So we should have 43 to a 46. So we must have another one coming very soon as well. Right, so we have 43. Well, hey, we have a registration for it. 44. 45 and 46. So yeah, I will work these out because we have rim tyre. They are taking a mick with that now. One issue for a rim, one issue for a tyre. No wonder people getting annoyed with it. Yeah, so that's all there. Paperwork's in date. Update. Don't know what the content is, but we'll come to it in a little while. Place them there. But the ones we're going to do tonight is that little pile. And oh, missing one. We're actually going to do 5 until 4. Oh no, Rabbit, can grab them, please. You've just had 3 go for a run. So we have wheel arch there, or a wing. Thank you, Rabbit. I don't know what size, but we have a wing, we have a tyre, we have a rim, we have another tyre, and we have the rim. So obviously if I did do one of ones 41 and 42, which is a tyre and the wing would have been kept there, and then we would have just been building a tyre or 2 wheels. So we're going to put them to one side, bulk them up to 5. So we can do with that, so we'll stick that back there. And then we are left with this 5 where we have some lights, the wing, electronics, which I'm going to have a proper look at and I'll test off stream first. Bit of the engine, which is the radiator, looks like, and the rest of the exhaust. So if I did my normal one, which would have been the exhaust, the radiator, a bit of electronics, which would probably be just talking about it and connecting up. Don't know if that's going to be a test board or what, probably is. So that's got 1, 2, 3 and the wing. Then we have some lights, which would be virtually, yeah, lights. And then build a rim, a tyre, and then a rim, and that would be it. So I thought I'll just bulk it up like this, do 5, do a 5, and then we'll go back to 4s, and each packet comes through. And it looks like it's going to be, like I said, a rim and a tyre over 2 issues. And yeah, we are getting fed up with it. There's obviously got inner ring wheels, outer wheels, and just trailer wheels as well. Hopefully they will combine them like it did earlier. So what we'll do, we're going to go ahead and hit on a number 43, which will continue on where we left off, which obviously part of this exhaust system. So just grab the exhaust system off. So this is how we was left on the last one. Someone said that I've got that upside down, but that only goes on one way. They've probably seen it like that in the book or whatever, or other people, but we got it to fit like that. If I do try turning it around, it won't fit in smooth at all because it's obviously all cut to shape, but we are going to continue with that. I would like to leave it on the parts, but we'll come to it. So let's have a look at the parts, and then we'll have a look at the book. Like I said in the last stream, someone accused me of opening these up and then reading it and working it out and then putting it back together. No, I was just like now leaving it in display somewhere, and we can go from there. Right, so let's see. Nothing up there, so we'll bring our trusty knife back out. Remember, a nice grown up can use it. Sensible grown up, someone's competent too. And then it's away from your thumb towards your chum, and we'll go straight across. Don't think this works. As he's going blunt, it has done quite a lot of Stobart bits, Titanic and all that. Laid away and to one side. So yeah, got it open. That will go in our little mini bin from yesterday, and we'll get all this. I'm going to start cranking all this out. You probably won't, you'll see it in order, but not in daily orders. So yeah, I think I've got about 2 more streams for this, and then I'll move over to Titanic and Doll's House, and I've got to try and get them done as soon as I can. So let's see what we've got here. We've got some screws, so we've got to try and work them screws out as well as using the old ones. We've got DD04, so that's die cast, so that'd be something metal, that's plastic, that must go towards the engine. DP, so that's plastic, screws into plastic, so DP08, and then we've got DP07, so that's plastic as well, and that's quite a few of them. So we'll see how this goes. So obviously these will go together, and it looks like they just clip together. But before I do that, it looks like we've got to do some screwing. So it looks like we've got 2 screws there, but one could be a locator, one will be a screw, and we'll see how it goes. So let's make sure we've got it the right way around and go from there. So let's see, so one will be there, one will be there, but we want to make sure we do it right. So we'll pull that in, and obviously that sits there like we had. Right, so I'm going to spin it around so I can see what I'm doing, because obviously I can't see it that way. I'll push that back in there. That sits there, so that needs screwing. The exhaust looks like it comes downwards. Right, yeah, and then there's something down here which we can screw to. Let's see. It is a very tight fit, so we'll work on that. So we'll whip that out there. So now we know it goes down that way. So that will screw together quite nicely. And then coming off that would be the silencer box. So it doesn't say which way is which. So we'll bit of a hair. Right, let's see. It might be. Yeah, so that's got a locator that way. So the pegs are different sizes. We've got the little tail piece there. So we've got 1, 2 screws there. So I'm going to say they could be DP9 or DP8. DP8 would probably be more like it. No, DP8 would probably be. I'm not sure. I might actually have to have a quick look. Let's see. So we got that like that, that like that, and we have that on there. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 screws there, but it looks like we've got to have that added in. So that's this little metal bracket is an exhaust clamp, or not clamp, a bracket, exhaust bracket, and that looks like that sits on the side of the engine, because obviously we've got the 3 holes there, as you can just about see. That must sit in there, which it does. It looks nice, it sits there lovely. Or does it? Yeah, it's got to sit that way, so we'll do it like that. It's right for minimising screen. Just make sure you come back. So that is die cast, so that is a DD, so that must be that one then. So we can work these out quite easily. So that's a DD04. There's 3 screws. It looks like I only need 2. So do we have a DD04 already open? A DD. So those are DPs. Oh, DD. Is that D? No, that's P. And it's black, so we don't need that one. That's black ones. DP06. That's empty. DP. DD. Diecast 03. No, we want 04. Let's place that one over there. DDO3, DP, DP, but that's black one. Yeah, DP, plastic. 7s. Oh, I did see we got some 7s. 9, 7, and 8s. So that's a 3, but it's black, so we'll stick that on that pile. That's black one. I know we should have some. Right, there we go, that's all obsolete ones, so ones we don't need. So we've got 7, which I've seen there. We need 1, 2, 3, 4. We've got 5 in there, and we've got 3 in there, so we'll use the 3 and take 1 from there. And oh no, there's 1 there, so that's 4. So we've actually got a whole packet which you can put to one side. Right, okay. Right, so we don't have a DDO4, so okay, we'll start with a DDO4. Put that bracket in place, because that should be able to help us put all the exhaust parts together. So what we'll do, we'll take a corner off, grab the screws out. I need 2 really, 1, 2, and we'll save that last one. Oh, it's absolutely roasting here. I've got the window wide open and I am cooking. Right, oh yeah, no, lost that one. No, there it is. Right, yeah, go on. Can't get it in. Right, there we go. It's in and secure. Right. Let's see. So we'll grab. Have a look. See if it works on the big head. Right. I will have a chance to read the chat in a moment, and we'll just get this in place. So we've got the locator. Looks like it only goes in one way as well. And we'll just place it on the back there. And we'll do top screw. And we'll normally work it in left and right, so we don't strip the threads or damage the die cast. And I would personally do this without the gearbox on. Come on, in we go. Right. Just give it a little nip up so it doesn't cause a lot of damage, and then we'll see if we can get it in the next one. There we go. Give it a nice work in and out. And we should be almost ready to go. Right. Oh, that's got a long way to go. Right. It's quite hard to actually try and find somewhere to grip without damaging the components. Right, let's see if I can do like that a minute. There we go. Give that a nice nip up. Give nice, might get myself some longer screwdrivers, but then why would I need to when I could just took the gearbox off? That's still loose. Let's give that a bit of nip up. Try not over tighten it. There we go, that's nice and tight. Cool. Right, so that goes on there like that, so we'll have a screw for that in the packet somewhere. So that's going to be a small plastic one, and that goes like that, that goes like that. So we've got 1, 2 here. So which one has 3 screws in? So we've got D, P, 7s and 8s. That's nice, they're quite long. Right, so 7s, there are supposed to be 4, so 5, so we only use 4 of them. So that looks like it goes around there then. So that would leave DP9s, which are quite long, which probably would be these ones. And these 8s would probably be 1 for there, and one for there, because I don't want to put long screws in there. So that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to open up a DP09 and put it inside the exhaust muffler. We want 2, and the third can stay. There we go. And I'm going to start again, get them on. Oh no, it's not them ones. Okay. So we'll keep them to one side then, so it's not them ones then. Right. So okay, we'll go on to DP7s then, because DP87. But then again, it's the same sort of size. I might have to bite the bullet and actually look at the instructions. Yeah, because obviously we've got them in there, because they're die cast ones, plastic ones. 1, 2 clips. That goes there. That goes in there. That can't go any other way, can it? Because that can't. Can that go? No, it won't sit right. It's got to sit that way. Definitely got to sit that way. Right. So screen. What are you thinking? Right. So I need fat screws. The only fat screws are the DP7s. So we'll go down that route. DP7. If you want to mess up, that's fine. I'll just buy another packet. Right. So we'll put. There we go. DP7 in there. Do a nice nip up. Yeah, that's solid. That one can go in the bin, and then we'll go for this one. We'll obviously need all these and put it in the bin. Yeah, come on, out you come. Come on, where are you? There we go. And then we'll put that one in there. A little tail pipe. Oh, come on. There we go. I'll stick that on there. Looks like it's going to be a push fit, one time only. And let's hope and pray they're nice and tight. And then get them lined up properly. There we go. Nicely pushed together. So now, let's grab that. So that goes like that. So we've got to put 2. I wonder if these. Aha. 2 long ones, the DP9s. They must go on the outside then. And then the 8s go on the inside. No. But we've got to go for that bracket. That goes like that. We've got to add the bracket in. So let's push that in there. Put that in there. So I'm going to say DP7 goes in that part there. That holds it onto the engine or across the manifold. Right, so let's now give it a nice surgical upside down. Get it lined up. Normally you fit the exhaust loosely on the vehicle, and then when it all lines up nicely, that's when you go back and tighten everything up from front to back. But obviously because it's all part works, you've got to be extremely careful not to break anything. Right, so now that's in place, so that's holding there, so that doesn't pop out there. So that lines up with the bracket. Right, so that slides in. Yeah, just do a little bit of a trickery. I'll just get that to slide in. Well, yeah, come on, in you go. Twist it in, come on. We're going to be good at this. Oh, we can do it. We'll just slide it in. Come on. It's very fiddly with everything, but then again we are not using the instructions. There we go, that's in there. That sits there nicely. So now we'll get to the long screws, the DPO 9s. There's one. Oh no, it's not going to sit right for us just yet. So we'll grab this last DP7, and that must go through the exhaust into the gearbox. Oh. Yeah. There we go. Exhaust through gearbox. Nice and gentle, because there's only one screw holding the rest of the exhaust together. Just there. Come on. Put that in the right spot. Right. There it is. DPO 7. Right. Oh, I can feel the sweat running off me. Right, now this, screw that in there. Right, now we've got to be really careful. So let's bring in our little pouch. Get these two DPO 9 screws to one side. So they've got to go with the bracket side, I reckon, which is this side. So that'll push it all together. Let's look at the monitor, so it's somewhere there. Grab them both. Don't worry, I will spin it around so you can see the other side. So we'll go ahead and do the bracket point first. Do the top. Come on, in there you go. Right. Yeah, it's going in, it's going in, it's going in. Right. Give it a little go nicely. Going. Right. Might have to work it in and out a little bit. I won't do it all the way with that one. So next we'll go the next one down. I think we could have done the exhaust properly off, but we're not like that. Yeah, can I put it in there? No. Right, I will have to take it off because I can't get in there. So, as we know, the DPO 7 goes in there. So we'll place that one there. And the DPO 7 goes down here. So I'll place that one there. And obviously we can take out the die cast gently. I'll place that one there. And take out the top one here. We'll put that. And gently remove the exhaust. Come on. Take you off there. Take you from there. From there. There we go. So we've got the exhaust all nicely lined up. Let's work this one in. We can actually get onto it. It's going nicely. So we'll just leave it a little bit loose so we can get a little bit of movement on the bracket, so we can get the other one in. And there we go. Nicely done. Go back to the top one. There we go. So the exhaust is almost done. So then we go for the DP08, where we 9. Yeah, DP08. I'll take that one instead. 6 and 7. Take 2 of them. Just like so. 1, 2. Right, so this goes the other side of the exhaust. There we go, that's coming nicely. And there we go again. Just like so. And we should be good to go. There we go. So that is one complete intake and exhaust. And we'll get that pushed back in place. There. Try and put it in there. There we go, that's there, that's there. Sitting there. Right, so we'll put this one in first. It looks like it's going to give us the most hassle. There we go, that's in. So we'll grab a screwdriver, get this front one back in first. Should go in quite nice and easily if I put it on the screwdriver properly. Right. I had a friend of mine said that he saw one person effing blind on this part on their channel, and they end up doing it 3 times this actual episode, because they end up breaking parts and I had to reorder parts 3 times. So they didn't take time and consideration in doing it all. So that's front and back done. It's just got the die cast to do. So is it that one? This bottom one. So that goes in quite nicely now, because obviously it's been cut by the screw. And then this one. Goes in there, like so. So that is all the pieces done. And there we go. We have now the exhausting. Looking pretty good. Yeah. So it looks like next one is to do with the front there. So we'll get that to one side. Move our little pouch over. And then we'll bring the magazine back and get that sorted out. Number 33. I still can't find the first folder, so I will have to have a look for it and go from there. So let's go issue number 33. So it has a list of parts and it does explain about that. Silencer. So let's move on. Let's get ourselves a little bit comfy. So yeah, it's telling us the bracket. Obviously we worked the bracket ourselves, placed it all on, screwed it all in. So yeah, we've managed to work it all out ourselves, so that's nice and easy going. And then it tells you do the silencer last, screw it all together, and on. So there's what we're Dolly and Stobart. Okay. Oh, there we go. Right, so it's like sinking into this old seat here. We'll just read through it in our own leisure. Stobart man's a labourer. Stobart man, Laura B. Okay, so yeah, we've gone over to man's there. Right, and then on the buses. Ooh. And then obviously radiator fan and housing. So that's going to be quite easy to do. It's obviously sitting down there. Look, down there. And we'll get that going. So what we'll do, we'll stick number 33 in the folder, which I left open from last time. And we'll slide that in. We'll go ahead and do a quick 60-second ad break. And see how things turn out. So we'll go, be right back. I'll have a quick read of the chat. And we'll get the ad break going. So 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So for all you lucky ones that's seen the ad break, great. And if you've not seen the ad break, don't worry, you've got me to go. Right, let's have a look at the end. So let's have a quick read of the chat. We territory we've been away. Obviously, if you did see the catch up video, it tells you why. That's what I'm being polite. That's good. That's what I'd like to see. Just asking how people were. Yeah, we have polite people in our chats. Oh, new term in a few weeks for uni. Well, congratulations. Hope you enjoy yourself, and hope you're doing well in your studies and everything. Yes, the little spoons did enjoy going back to school. They've been back last week for the last 2 days, and now they're back this week. Let's see what else is there. Alright, yes, they are growing up and becoming a bit like Daddy Spoon here. Right, okay, so we must be finished with the ad break. Yes, we have finished the ad break a little while ago, so yes, welcome back from the ad break. Just been catching up on chat and just getting number 34 out already. So here we go. Let's flip back here. So 3, 2, 1, and here we go. So we're now going to start number 34, which is obviously the fan and box and everything. So again, we're going to open it up, throw the parts out, and have a look. So it's sealed, and that looks quite easy. I've got a funny feeling because we've got that light board and circuits. I think the front panel stays off, but it looks like it can go in and out a few times. So what we'll do, we'll just go ahead. So we'll get a trusted grown-up and who's competent enough to use one of these. So again, we're going to go left to right, but as the saying goes, away from your thumb towards your chum. Keep your fingers and digits out of the way, and put the blade away as soon as you've finished. So, yes, we was actually away on holiday, as I did say, and I didn't say that the actual place we went to was a nice place. One of the members of staff that we got on well with retired. Didn't even realise that the member of staff was what? He was 77 when he retired?
I think so.
Yeah, he was 77 when he retired. He didn't even look a day over 40. So, I can say his name because not many people will know him. If you do know him, well done. He's a great person. His name is Ranger Ben. So, thumbs up to Ranger Ben. The kids loved you. But now we have... What was her name? Her name was Ranger Lara. She actually lives down the road. What is it? 40 minutes down the road? Yeah, she lives only 40 minutes down the road from us. And she's one of our YouTube followers. She recognised my voice. And she goes, "Oi, Spoon." I said, "That's me. How do you know that?" She goes, "Oh, I follow you." So yes, so Ranger Laura, thank you very much for showing the kids a good time. Yes, we took Spoons away on holiday with us, and we took Spoon's girlfriends with us on the holiday. So look here, DPO 6 and DP 07. I did see some 7s and 6s. 6. How many 6s do we need? Oh, there's 2 in there, so we only need 1. So okay, is it an open packet? Yes, there's an open packet. We'll take that one because they always give you 1 screw spare. So how many screws in there for 7? 4. So we only need 3. So we've got a packet of 3 there. That can go there. 8. 8, and that's a sealed packet, and 7, there's a lot of 7s in there, so yeah, 6, and so yeah, because we only needed 2, didn't we? Silly Spoon. Right, oh, yeah, no, just double check, so it was 2 spoons, right? 2 spoons, 2 screws, 6 and 7, yeah, so 6 and 7, so didn't need the 8, so that can go back there. 6 we only need 1, and 7 they gave us packet. That's 8, 7, yeah, so they gave us, yeah, we'll work it out anyway. So let's see, so we've got another pipe, front piece, cooling part, looks like a circuit chart, okay, cooling fan, and yeah, a couple of screws. So see, that's and that, so that looks like that sits in there because you've got 2 locating holes there, 2 locating pins there. So we'll just make sure we get it the right way round, which looks like it's going to be that way. Come on, like that. And it looks like there is a little locator, so that must sit somewhere on the front there. Oh yeah, it's upside down, so we'll spin that around. So it's actually pointing downwards. There we go, so yeah, that fits better like that. And that sits there like that. So it looks like the fan goes on first, and then the box. So this must be the, because that's plastic, looks like it's going to be a long one. Oh no, that's very small. So that must be a DPO 7 then, because of the hole. The DPO 6 is quite small, so that must go somewhere else. It must, yes, it must screw onto that then. The DPO 7, let it come, and I'm going to say that goes on there, that will go through there, and then as it's got a locating piece which is facing downwards. Oh, let's just take screw out a minute. we'll try and do it by using a monitor. So we've got the locating pin down the bottom, locate pin there, that slots on there and sits on there nice and tight. And then obviously you've got the hole just inside. We'll grab our screw, drop our screw in, come on. Oh, that seems to be really tight, so that must be the, it's got to be then the DPO6. But then it looks really, it looks a bit big for it though. Okay, we'll get the DPO6 out, which looks really small. Not a sausage, not a bite, so yeah, I was right, it can't be that, it's got to be a DPO7. Must be a very, very tight fit. Yep, come on, you can do it, Spoon, get it in there properly. Yeah, Ranger Laura was a great ranger, and she done a good job looking after the kids, and I'll beat her record. Also showing her a few little tips. Right, obviously you don't want to spin too hard, but that doesn't seem right. Let's just take that out a minute. It looks like there's an actual screw hole there for it. Right, so try and keep all of it nice and tight so we don't spin it and break it. We'll give it one more go. We're screwing it in. Get it on there like that, give it a hold, and we'll work it in. It's still really loose. We'll give it a bit more of a work in, otherwise I will have to do it off stream, which we don't like to do. It's really, really flexy. So we'll give that a nice bit of a hold. Okay, it's holding better now. Then it looks like the housing, the radiator. We've got the cowling that goes around the fan to keep all the as much wind in as possible. That must sit like that. So we've got a pipe here which goes on top there, and got one that's located in there. So that must be that very small one. So we'll get that located in there. Drop that down there and that in there. Come on. There we go. That looks about right. And then we want the DPO7s. Put them two in the front. What's this? Oh, I missed some chat. I'll get to that in a minute. I will answer it my way. I won't read out the chat part because some bits, well, you would have seen it already. Don't want to go over it. So be nice and careful putting it in. Don't want to over tighten it and snap it, and then it's going to be a bit embarrassing because we have to order another one, and it's probably going to be out of stock. That gently does it. There you go, that's on there. We'll drop that in there. So that must be that very small DPO6. I've got to see what I'm doing. Yeah, it goes up there. So let's try and get that bit of pipe in there first. Just like that. And I would like to drop my head down, but I can't. We'll just raise it up like that. Get that screwed in there gently. Yeah. wait until we fill it full, just like that. Drop that in there. Right, so what else we've got? Hole there. No. That sits on there like so. It's like that's a push fit, but we're not going to push it in because obviously we've got everything else. We'll leave that off. That looks like it goes in there somehow. Yep. Oh, goes down a little bit, but it gives you numbers. It shows lines up with the circuit board. So we'll slide that in there like that. Oh, no, it doesn't like it that way. Slide it that way then. Yes, no, yes, no. Oh. There we go, slide it in that way. So we've got on the bottom there some numbers. Yep, there we go. And then obviously there's a hole there for the cables to go through. So obviously I won't push that on because I don't want to keep pushing it on and off and possibly break the little lugs. And then we've got the cables go through there. So that must go, I can see a hole here, hole there, the hole there, so that's where this pipe must go. And one there and one there, job done. Push it in, and there we go, we've got the pipe. But I will keep that safe, that note would be sitting on there, like so. So there's that bit done. All the screws are done for them. And yeah, let's rest that there. That will sit lovely in the chassis when we do get the chassis like that. Nice and level, and should be able to get things going. Right, so let's place that down there. Put the screwdriver there a minute, and we'll get issue number 34 out. I think we've done it without any hassle. Crikey. Most of the time was on the first one. I think next two will be a lot easier to sort out. Alright, so here we go. So issue number 34. Obviously, we've already gone through the parts. What is that part then? That is 3404. 3404 is the radiator base. Oh, okay, so I thought it might have given it some sort of name like electrical identificator. Yeah, it says about locating key. Fan goes on. Right, okay, the fan does go on first, and cowling. On the back of the radiator, which we've done. We've done the pipe, so that really shows you where the pipe goes. And then the additional pipe and all that, so it's telling you to leave them out, but we've placed them so we can see what we're doing. Right, into the 21st century, so that's alright. Like I said, we'll get to read all this later, but I do need to read the old ones as well. What's the next one? The M5 motorway. Right, so that's what the M5 looks like, and then we're at the end, so we've got some electrical components. I think this is going to be a nice easy one. What's that? Light and circuit board, printed circuit board, rear light, right and left side. So I don't think there'll be much in that one. So we'll quickly bring back the book, place the old issue back in, and then we'll place the current one. Hopefully I can find the old folder. Most of these probably end up going in it. If not, don't worry. And we'll go ahead and do another quick 60-second ad break. Look at the chat and grab the next issue. So 3, 2, 1, ad break to help me out. Thank you very much. Right, so now that's on an ad break. let's have a quick look at the chat, see where I got to. Let's see. Saying that's all. Let's go back a bit more. Oh, there's quite a lot of chat. I've gone for, okay, so we've seen that. Yes, the small season to a school. Let's see. Yes, they are growing up fast. It really is. Yes, we had a nice summer. Had some adventures with the ranger. Right, so yeah, we also went to the beach as well with the ranger. Okay, we've got a thank you. Little lump, alright, don't worry, little man. Goes late for your parents, and you can watch us back on YouTube and go nuts with the thumbs up. So we should be, yeah, we have done from the ad break. Thank you very much if you watched the ad break. Now we are going to shoot on back in with number 35. So we are almost there. We've got a couple more issues to go. So in 3, a 2, a 1, and back we come. So like I said, we're going to issue number 35. This is going to be the most simple one going. I don't think it's pointless actually opening it up. So what have we got here? We have a circuit board and 2 sets of lights. So yeah, we can't really do anything with them. So what we'll do, we'll leave that sealed up like that, because we literally can't do anything with them other than put the circuit board in. But we don't want to do that yet, because obviously we'll do that. So what we're going to do is move on to this. It's probably going to tell us not to take the circuit board out or anything like that. If it does, then we'll just do it. But hey, so now let's have a look. So we are now looking at issue number 35. It's a bit creased. That's alright. So it's telling us we have a printed circuit board, and left and right. Obviously they are numbered for reasons, and we'll go from there. Oh, so it does tell us to put this circuit board in, and then close it up. But then it's saying not to put the bottom on. Well, we'll leave it as it is. We'll keep it sealed up, and we'll come back to it when it's to it. And then it's just leaving all bits dangling around, which we don't want to do. So we've got the bumper, bonnet, the cut wheels, the part of the cab doors and all that. So that is the progress so far, up to 35 issues, which it's somewhere packed down there. So we're going to move on to, what is it, taking to the tracks. So yeah, they do travel as well. So there's that. Lining up the scanners. So yeah, we went from mouse to scanners, and obviously still got some, I believe. And then we are on to the parts for the rear right mudguard. So there we go. So we've got some nice pieces there. And I know for a fact we can't do an ad break because we just got a bit too much. So yeah, that's that bit done. So we'll bring in the folder, and we'll just slide that straight in. And normally we'll be hitting our last issue, but we're actually going to do 5 because obviously the wheel's in the next one. So in there goes that, in there goes that. Slide that down. And we are still not in time for an ad break. So what we do, we'll move on to the next one, which is the mudguard. Yes, these buckets have been creased up a little bit, but we'll soon sort that out. We may have to go back to a previous one. Let's go with that, and let's see what we've got here. So yeah, we've got loads of pieces, some little small parts, and I have no idea what's going on. So that is, oh, that's faded. So that is that's a DP11. So all the screws there is for that, and I'm sure what one was this? This was the right one, wasn't it? So we'll stick that down there, and let's quickly adjust myself, and we'll open up. So what we do, we'll grab our trusty blade, as we are grown up. Oh, that's gone a bit icky with. There we go. So as I'm a nice trusted grown up, I will get a bit of blade out, and we'll go left to right, being careful with our digits, and remember, away from your thumb to your chum. Oh, the lock didn't work there, so we'll try again. Away from your thumb to your chum. There we go. Blade away, and stored. Right, so we can get rid of that. Put that in our little mini bin. And we'll grab that in there, put that in there as well, because we don't need them. Place that down. We do get some lovely mini bins. So we have one mudguard. We have some clamps, screws and bars, more clamps, and some really very small parts as well. That is empty. Fold that up, get that shoved in there, and see how things turn out. Oh, put that there, and let's see. Right, so we have a black rim, which I'm assuming goes on the inside, there on the outside, and this red one goes on the inside. Yeah, because it's on the right, so it's this side, which will be sitting somewhere back here of the truck. We have two bars, they look identical. Yep, they are identical. I've got 4 clamps, so obviously these will go in front and rear, the bars go through, and these must be little end stops or something. So let's have a look here. So we have some screws, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so we've got a spare one. So we'll literally rip the corner out on this, put that in the bin. We'll get 1, and 2. Come on, out you come. So we'll start off with 2. I think I might change the head of the screwdriver. No, that's fine. So we'll grab these clips. Looks like they just feed into the bottom and clip into the top. Or is it the other way around? Well, that fits in there nicely. So they could be front and rear sided. There we go, that's in there, that's in there, and it looks like the screw goes on the inside, holding the top part of it in. So I'll get it started, give it a work, and then go from there. So yeah, can't over tighten them because obviously we've still got to get the rods through. We need them to line up just right. So that's clipped in. So we'll get the next one, push clip in. Come on. And push it into the top. I think they're actually all the same, it's just would been a little bit awkward going in. That will go. Oh, they could be front and rear. Yep, lost it. Here we go, found it. Yeah, we'll gently, because it's got like a little hook on it. There we go. So we might have to give a little bit of pressure in it to push it in, and then we'll go again, get a screw, and put it in there. Come on. Yes, quite a lot has been happening today in the news, which I don't want to go into, so I don't get a strike on it. And we'll just run that in there. Make sure we keep it flush. Work it in. Yep. One person leaves, new one takes over. Can't remember how long it was, but it wasn't that long. And yeah, just got to wait and see what they've got to do now. So that pushes in. That still lines up. Right, so we'll get another screw, get another 2 screws out, and we'll just leave that to one side, and we'll just get this bit screwed in. Right, yeah. Right. What's that? Yay! And a dream. So if you want, you can place a device next to him and he can listen to me talk and stay asleep, or I can be nice and loud and wake him up. There we go, that's that in. Them 2 done. So we've got the last one to go. This is obviously a nice easy one. Oh, the hole seems to be small. Smaller than the others. So why doesn't that one go in there then? Oh, it does look smaller. Let's take this one out because that looks small. So I think they are sided, front and rear. Take that out because that's already cut for that one. Yeah, so that's gone in there nicely. Oh, it did. And pushes in there, can't push in, there we go. Down there like that. There we go. Yeah, that's a bit strange, but then that should go in there, which it does nicely. Oh, it did. There we go. On there. Right, so we get the last screw. Put that in there. And yeah, come on. Right, so come on. Right, so let's see what's happening then. We'll try and catch back up with chat if I can remember where we got to. Right. So it looks like right, so they go against the truck. So big side one side, small side the other. And we're something like this. And then it looks like we have little bungs. So we're going to be screwing into them at a later date. Got little bungs to put on the end here. To stop them falling out, hopefully, and disappearing. So there's that. We only got like one screw left, but then I've done something there, didn't want to do that. Then it looks like somehow that light board gets shouldn't get screwed on there. Screw holes do line up, but then somewhere, somehow, the cable's got to come out there and then in the wheel part. But that is that bit done. I won't go into more detail like that. That's empty. Put that away. Right, so there we go. One wing. Mudfoot, I think they called it. We'll place that on top there. Hopefully we should start getting the chassis, but it doesn't look like it yet. So let's have a little butchers. Trying to get comfy is a bit of a nightmare. Right, so okay, so there is like 4 different sizes, it looks like. Times 2, times 2. Yeah. So yeah, it's telling us something. So yeah, the screw holes. So it does go like that. And we've screwed it in, and yes, we did put the bars in the right way round as well. Yeah. Put that there. Done all that. Thank you very much. And that's how we left it. And yeah, we'll just give them little twist rounds when we need to and get them in the right place. So a new rail routes. So obviously we'll read about them. Oh, he's really creased up. So don't worry. That's how it came. And looks quite nice. Yeah. Oh, the M5 motorway south. So something like there's some work done to it. And then obviously we've got the next part, which is down the bottom, and that is the rear part for the rear lights and lamp flaps, mud flaps. So yeah, so we've got a mud flap and some light bits, which are addressing that issue there, which we'll come to in a moment. So as before, we'll bring in our lovely folder, and we'll put that away. And we'll go ahead and get ready for a quick 60-second head break, and then we'll go from there. So 3, 2, 1, head break. Oh, hang on, I've got to go like that. So we're on an head break, get ourselves ready, and we can have a quick look at the chats. Feet have gone numb. So I've lost where we were for chats. Right. So that's where we've got to. Yes, we had the nice summer. So that bit. Yeah, so that bit. Oh yeah, thank you. That's what we've got to. Yeah, it's okay. So I thought I missed a lot of chat, but I didn't. So good. And we've got some sort of emoji. Alright, so yes, thank you very much. Alright, okay, so still going. So let's give me a different head break. So okay, so let's go ahead. Let's grab links again for the chat. There we go. We have our links. We've got our Facebook, we've got the Fiverr store, we've got the Instagram, we've got the Twitch, we've got Twitter, we've got YouTube, for family friendly and the YouTube adult. There will be some more links going on there soon. We'll be having Wabbit added to it properly, and there's a couple of announcement sponsor type people. I'm still waiting for them to email me back, so I will probably drop them a message and see what's going on. They did reach out before, and I will hopefully reach out to them again. Right. Okay, so for some strange reason the ad break is still going. I don't know why. Okay, let's quickly sort this out then. So we've got quite a few screws now building up. Crikey, that's a different one. Yeah. Alright, and next issue is part of next stream. Right. Oh, I can see the countdown timer, looks like. Yeah, the green bar is getting smaller and smaller and smaller, so we should be good to go for that. Let's move the engine out of the way a little bit. So I'm going to put the flap in its right area, which is over that side. We've got to go back to it anyway. So, alright, so welcome back from the ad break. Thank you very much for having the ad break. Right, we will now try and get back and get this last additional one done, because we've bumped up to 5 for 2 streams, and then we're going back to normal. So here we go, 3, 2, 1, and here is our last one. So hopefully we'll get this one sorted. And so it's starts to open weirdly. Thank you very much. We'll grab that, stick that down there. Got a fun feeling we'll get them other bits out. I won't use the knife on this, I'll just pop it open and we'll just have a little look and see how it goes together. It should be reasonably easy, so they say. If I remember rightly, I heard when I was busy doing my stuff, one person had this and actually snapped something and was cursing really badly and tried blaming the viewers because they snapped it, which I think is a bit silly really, because they were talking to viewers and they were dealing with their work. Obviously the viewers aren't there in person, so I can't see why they should blame the viewers. So let's have a proper look. Ooh, there's something flying around. Right, so we have a bracket, which to me will sit on there to keep things off. We have a mud flap, so that must screw on that side. So there might be something that we've got to attach to it, I don't know. We have a coloured lens, we have an amber or an orange, a red and a red, so that's the indicator side, and this is right hand, so that'd be like that when I'll put it on, looking from behind, so that's the right side and stops and everything else. Looks like we have a spacer, we have the reflector and some screws. I'll make sure I've got the light bar to hand just in case, but we will have to double check while looking at the booklet for it. Alright, so let's see what we've got. What it's been bringing. So I personally would say that sits there, which looks nice, and then 2 screws hold it in. So cool, this is a different type of packet. They sort of like rolled it. Right, okay, and it's held on with a sticker, it looks like. Whoever done this had a lot of patience. don't want to damage it if I can help it. So I want to rip it into it and it goes everywhere. So I might have to get the knife. Oh. Right, where's the screwdriver a minute? I think that would help first. Yeah, you dropped the whole thing now. There we go. Alright, so now here's the bottom of the bag. How long can the screen last before getting into a sealed up little bag? Well, I think, yep, while I'm doing it, I'm not too sure how many screws are in it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so we only need 4 of them. Oh, can we get some out? We've got 1 out. We've got 2 out. I've got a funny feeling they're not going to fit properly. Well, they do fit. Right, okay, so we'll screw them in from behind. Get one there, come on. Get one in there. Come on. Do it properly. There we go, you're on. Screw it in nicely. Right, there we go, got one in. And we'll go for the second one. Oh, let's put it on the end. Now we should be almost done for this one. Then we'll go for the booklet and job done. Right, so we'll go like that. Get that screwed in there. Perfect. Right, so there's that. Right, so look at this. So I'm going to say we have a reflector goes in, spacer. Nope, use spacer first then. Spacer goes in. That looks alright. Then we have the reflector, which doesn't really look alright. Unless the reflector sits in there first. Does it sit in there? We'll go reflector first. Yep. Spacer. Doesn't seem to really fit well. Is that design flaw? Does that get pushed in there? Doesn't look like it. We'll place it in from now. Reflector, spacer. But as you can see, it doesn't look like it goes very well. Well, unless, oh, no, shouldn't be. Would the bracket go on first? No, it can't go on first. There's the anything like that? No. It does all go through, so we'll go reflector, spacer, bracket. Oh, put it the other way around. And then it looks like the top part, or the L part goes to the top, so it makes it nice and square. And no, don't go in that way. Hopefully that sits there like that. Does that go? I wonder if it goes the other way, the bracket. So it covers the lens with a bit of protection. That way around. I don't go that way. Yeah. It's like a little ledge. No. Doesn't line up like that. Oh, thanks. So it's got to go that way. Doesn't seem to want to go properly, unless it sits over the top. I'll do a black spacer. Shows for our lens. You know I've got a funny feeling it's going to be wrong. Yeah. Let's go that way then. Yeah, throwing everything away now. It's not good. Don't want to give up on it. I've got a funny feeling they've got to be pushed together. The holes aren't quite big enough. Oh, you've still got the electric plate. Ah, I wonder. What number is it for it? That one. Yeah. So, which one's which? We have got the rear right is 10 and 12. 10 and 12, because obviously we wasn't working with that. Let's pop this open and we'll whip out 10 and 12. Yeah. There's that one there, 10 and 12. That has a special case. 10 and 12. That's what I've got to do, the lights. Alright, so now let's see if we can get this to work better. So obviously that will end up like that. So Rabbit, you're right there. Rabbit. She's ignoring me now. I think I've upset her. Rabbit, you're right. You're right. Right, so we'll put that on there. Seems to go over nicely. And that goes on there. On top of the LEDs. That goes forward like that. That goes like that. We've still got. I'm not happy with this. Does that go like that? upside down, so we'll go for the L bit to the bottom. Put that on there like that. I might just say, right, we'll go for all these distractions. So that goes there like that. Seems to be too flimsy. That could go like that because the board would fit inside. And we can have lens. No. Red cover. That sits like that. Ah, it's starting to take shape now. Then we have the lens. No. Right, okay. I'm going to bite the bullet and grab the distractions because you can't sit here all night doing it. I've got a funny feeling some parts are not fitting correctly, but yeah. Let's see, so we've got them. Well, we did try it that way and we didn't like it, so saying it wants the lights. Apparently the reflectors go inside that. And then they have that on. We tried it that way and it didn't really look right. And that sits on like that, like that, like that. Still doesn't look right at all. It's got a gap there. Quite a big gap. Then it's saying that goes in there. It's still quite a big gap. It's not going for it at all. I'm not happy with that. It's not going properly. Right. Come on, off you come. There you go. It seems to be too tight and it's bending the board. Right. So yeah, that's only. Yeah. That's how it sits, but it's not tight at all. It's really loose. Alright, let's let me read what it actually says. That bit was fine. To me, it sounds like it's supposed to be a easy fit. So it seems to be very, very tight. It doesn't seem right at all. Yeah, so I've done that. Doesn't feel like it sits properly at all in the actual frame. Okay, well, we'll do what it says, but I'm not happy with it at all. And it shows that the lens itself looks like that. Then that's supposed to go like that. It looks like it's supposed to sit in between, but it obviously it doesn't. It sits on the actual arms, which makes it even worse. As you can see in these pictures, it's right up flush, but that is as tight as I can get it. It is a huge gap. I might have to have a play around with that and see how to get that nice and flush. Because I'm not happy with that, and it does look like the LED should be lower down. What issue was it? Issue 35. Go to issue 35 out and have a look at that. Across there. 35. See what it shows for the pictures of the LEDs. So I've got a funny feeling the LEDs. Yeah. On that one, you can see the LEDs are really close. If I can pop mine off, without snapping them. I might should contact them and say, look, I need replacement ones because the LEDs are not fitted correctly. Two off. Come on. Yes. That's the other one. Let's try and compare the two. Cool. That is eventually stuck on there. I might reach out and see if anyone else has the same problem. My LED seems to be quite proud. Get two. Okay, it's just that end one I just can't get out. Come on. Come on. There you go. There we go. The book actually shows them quite shallow. Yeah. As you can see, my LEDs, well, you'll see, quite proud from the printed circuit board when they are supposed to be. Yeah, they're proud from the circuit board and they're supposed to be right up next to the circuit board. So put them to the other side. Even the other side are proud as well. Right, so yeah, I'm still not happy with it because it's not sitting flush. Yep. So obviously that goes there like that. That goes there like that. And that sits in there, and yet it is not sitting in them holes either, because slide them on, they're not even sitting up at all. They've got a gap. So I'm going to have a chat with them. Yeah, I'm going to, looks like it's supposed to go in a bit more. I'll take the reflector out a minute. Put the reflector out. Then put that on where it's supposed to be. And the print circuit board. Oh, it goes that way. and then put it on there. And it's sitting nicely. But it's something to do with the lens, the reflector lens, and this cap here. I just don't want to sit in flush. Even if I turn it around, it's not sitting in flush at all. Right, that's going to be a contact hachette. Not happy with it, but it is what it is. So I won't end it just yet, because obviously I've got to go for the book. So here we go, number 37. The reflector doesn't sit inside the bracket like it shows here, because obviously it shows no gap, and yet I've got a huge gap. But then it's showing the reflector is on the inside there. So can't it make up its own mind? Let's see. Reflector. Again, we'll do it that way. You turn it around. Might do it, you turn it around, then it shouldn't be like that. I'm not happy with it. That don't look right at all. Pop into the picture. Because it shows it's got to sit like that. Yeah, well, okay. We're going to try it that way. If it's not, then I don't care. It's going to go like that. Then we'll sit that in there like that. Get that wedged in. And now, what we should really have is a small hole to pull it in, but we don't. So we're then going to wedge it in there. Two little locating parts, and then we'll get a couple more screws. Oh, it doesn't look like that in the video, but then again, don't see much of how the electrics are run properly. So I wonder if it's an after production bit. So all three came out, and we need to try and put one back in somehow. I'll try doing that there. Is that it? If not, it is now. Right, get these two screws. Yeah, I'm not really happy with it. Get that in there. That in there. I need a real small screwdriver or a flexi one. Oh my goodness. Right, let's get that in there. Wait a bit, are you going to be making me that lovely drinks now? Let's poke you through there. And see if we can grasp. No. Yeah. not happy with it. Even these screws don't even seem long enough. Go on then, Rabbit. I'll get that drink now while you're waiting. Oh. Come on, in you go. That seems to be holding now. But it's sort of like bending. Don't like that. Don't like that at all, bending. Right. Put that one in there. Well, you don't want to over tighten them because the lens stem will break, and then you've got to get a replacement part, which means a complete new issue. And there we go, one light fitting. So that must tuck in somehow into the chassis, like that. Tucks into the chassis and then has like little extensions. And I run it all the way down to the front here. So I'll place that there. That probably sits about there. So we've already got the axle that's sitting, and then going to have leads running down and into the box there, like little extenders. Right. But no, I'm not happy with how that comes out. Definitely not happy. Let's put them back there, and then we'll deal with that later. Right. Yeah. If you've had that sort of issues before, problems or anything else, let us know in the description. So let's finish the book off, and we'll go from there. So passenger service, so I'll do about the trains as well, and we've got the small bits there, the pulling experience, taking a look at the Volvos that they had, and then obviously we're moving on to another 5 issues, and it's mainly wheels that we're doing, and it looks like the left, let's put all this back, looks like it's going to be the left wing. Hopefully it's a better fit and not another waste, but then again I don't know why they've done it in 2 issues when they could have just done it in 1, because it would have been better. But as we know, they are definitely dragging it out. 2 issues per wheel is a bit of a con. So there's that away. I won't do a break at the end because it is pushing it now. There we go, ending soon. So yes, thank you very much for coming along. We do have the links there, and don't forget to look at the description of the video because all the links are there as well. And I'm just not happy with this one, so I'll see you very soon for our next 5 issues, and then we'll be down to 4s every single time. Bye for now. See you ones.